Welcome to Coleman High School Spotlight on the Past. Today we will be visiting with former Coleman students to get their unique perspective on what high school was like in the 1940s. Today we are joined by Coach Howard Childress. He is a graduate of the class of 1950. Coach Childress, who was your best friend in high school? Douglas
Smith was my best friend. He lives in Midland right now.
Really? And do y'all still keep in touch every now and then?
I see him every once in a while, but not very often.
Okay, talking about best friends, what's your favorite memory of high school?
Oh, we had good times. I don't think we ever had any bad times. We didn't know what that was anyway. You know, we were poor and didn't have anything much. But when I got a lot of kicks when we were playing tennis, basketball, and running track, and doing those things.
Okay. What was your school schedule like? Like, what classes did you take?
Okay. In high school, I took mathematics, took English, I took biology, didn't have a library, so couldn't do anything about that, but I took the major subjects for English and math and science and those things. And took a shop because we did have a shop where we went in and made things, knives and other things, that sort.
Okay. Well, we noticed that some of your teachers didn't look like they were that much older than you. Was that weird to have teachers almost your same age?
Well, I think they were a little bit older than me. I wasn't that close to them, I don't think. Of course, I didn't get out of high school till I was 19. My birthday was in October, so I didn't get a chance to go until then. But I had some teachers that were pretty strict. A lady that taught home economics, boys took that too. And, I had an English teacher. She was not the. I didn't know if she had a degree in English or not. And then the man that taught me math was a ag teacher, but he was good at it. And the coach that I had when I was in high school was Mr. Hisbin. He was the man that taught me biology. Only science class I ever had in my life. Anything else?
So what was like a normal day for you in high school? Like, what went on throughout your day?
Okay. School never started till after September, after Labor Day. It never started till then. We started school school took up at 8:30 in the morning and was out at 3:30 in the afternoon. I never lived any more than 2 blocks is the farthest I ever lived from the school. And we would do all those things, and at a certain time, if somebody would get out, they didn't have an electric bell, to ring a bell, they'd dismiss the classes, and we'd go out and play. We may be out there 30 minutes, we might be out there 45 minutes. Then somebody would come out and say, it's time to go in, and we'd go back in and go to our normal classes that we went to. If it was math class, shop class, English, home economics, or whatever. And that lasted, through the day. Okay.
How has the city of Coleman changed since you've been here?
Well, let me tell you what. All the streets in my part of the town were not paved at all, with nothing but rocks and everything else. That's changed. That's changed quite a bit. And I used to mixing a lot with white people because we didn't go around with each other very much. You have to get to know a person before you can really understand them, and we didn't understand each other because we didn't hang out together. Oh, I was a few white friends of mine that we played basketball together on a hard top coat or a dirt coat. But other than that, we had some good times.
So, what sports in high school did you play?
I played basketball, ran track, and played tennis.
Okay.
Those. We did not have a football team because we did not have enough people in order to have a football team.
Speaking about people, we saw in some pictures that the boys and the girls were playing sports together. Was that common?
That's common. That happened all the time. Sometimes we play against each other. Sometimes the girl would beat us playing, especially with softball or baseball. But we had some, when the girls participated against the boys in track, there were some girls that, in basketball, there were some girls that were good. I had some girls that could play basketball and play tennis. They could do it all. I guarantee you. They didn't, during that time, they didn't have a full court, half court. 6 on this side, for girls, 6 on this side, 6 on this side, or 5 on this side. But they were good. I'm telling you, they were real good.
So, for the sports y'all did play, if the girls were also on the court playing, did y'all have cheerleaders?
We didn't have cheerleaders per se. I guess some of the girls would get together and had certain guys that they cheered for, but they'd get out and hoop and holler and dance and just have a good time while we were playing basketball.
Okay. How old did you have to be to get your driver's license?
14.
14.
I got it when I was 14 years old.
Did you drive before that just because?
Well, I didn't have a car now.
Oh.
My dad had a car, and he had what he did, he was a cook, and we had to go out and slop the hogs and do that for him, but other than that, that's it.
So if y'all didn't have cars, how did you get to your popular hangout spots where y'all hung out?
Walk, I wasn't over 2 blocks from there. 1 block or 2 blocks. My last year in high school, I wasn't but a block from school. So we could walk and do whatever we need to do then.
Where did y'all hang out?
Where they had a little place called the Ice Cream Parlor. And those kids, we would get over there and play the jukebox and dance and have a lot of fun. Enjoy it.
So is that what you would consider one of your luxuries back then?
Yeah, that's the only, because I had to work.
So where did you work? What jobs were available to
Oh,
you?
let me tell you what. My dad, we picked chickens after school when Daddy got off work at 3 o'clock, and we'd go kill anywhere from 200 to 300 chickens. Pop their heads off, throw them in the barrel, pick them, take all the feathers and things out of them, take the intestines and everything out of them, dress them up and take them inside the store. And they'd lay them up there inside the cooler right there for people who come in and tell you how many chickens they wanted and that type of thing. I did that, put a little cotton here and there, and Daddy would sometimes have us feed the hogs and go out and pull careless weeds and Johnson grass and that type of thing. But I didn't get paid for that. I washed dishes every summer at the cafe where my dad worked, every summer. I had a job, and then he got me a job. I worked with a gentleman that shined shoes, and after I got out of school, I went to a barber shop and shined shoes, and I did that after school, and on Saturdays we worked all day long. Leave my money there until the end of the week, and the gentleman that we was working with divide our money out and get us what we had made, and we keep out all the tips and things were for us. But that was the thing that I did most.
Well, do you still live in Coleman today?
All my life. Nowhere else. All 82 years of these have been right here in Coleman. I haven't lived anywhere, any place else, nowhere.
That's awesome. Well, Coach Childress, if you could give one piece of advice to a high school student today, what would you tell them?
I'm going to tell you, I tell them this. While you in school, you do the very best you can with everything you've got. Take advantage of every opportunity that you have. Library, read. I tell my grandkids, learn to read and read. Like to read all the time. That's the most important thing that I can tell them. I tell you what, I come from a family of 8 children. 2 of them died early. There were 6 of us left. My dad told my oldest brother, I'm number 2, he was number 1. He said, boy, I want y'all all to get together, and I want you to get you an education. I want you to get something that a white man can't take away from you. You can't take that away from me. He said, I want you to be a leader of this group. He went on, graduated from high school in 1948, went to Prairie View A&M University, graduated in 1952. Out of all that time, with the kids that we had, when a black person got a chance to go to college then, it was rare. My daddy put 5 of the 6 kids through college, and all of us got our degrees. All but one, and he was the youngest one. He volunteered for the Air Force and went in and stayed 30 years in that. But everybody else got a degree. I had a sister that taught school in Houston, had a sister that taught school in Cisco.
Awesome.
And my oldest sister, she got her degree. She didn't finish from Prairie View. Everybody else finished from Prairie View. She finished from out in California because she got married and everything. So, but Dad and Mama worked to get us through school to make sure that we got an education. And I tell you what, 5 out of 6 is pretty good. We got that, and we're proud of that. And when I got my degree, I walked up to my dad and I said, Daddy, this is yours. He said, what? No, that's yours. I said, If you hadn't pushed us like you did, I never would have got it. Because when I went to the Army, I went to school 1 semester. I went to school 1 semester. And then I was drafted in the Army. And me and my oldest brother were down there then. And then from 1948, Dad always had 1 to 3 kids in college at the same time, and nobody worked because we had a poor foundation. We had to use everything that we had to pass and get out of that place, and everybody got out there on time. So, if I could tell any kids, I tell my grandkids, boys, do the very best you can. Don't try to slack on anything. Read, understand. Those are people that really understand what they're doing. So I talk to them about that now. So I got 3 of them, and 2 youngest guys. One of them graduated and going to college. And those boys, I mean, they number A's and B's is all they got. So that's good. I'm proud of that. Okay.
Well, thank you so much for being here with us today. It's been an honor and a pleasure to be with you, Mr. Childress.
Okay.
Thank you. For the CHS Spotlight, this is Coach Howard Childress, class of 1950.